And we're back to Fallout New Vegas Remastered with the gang
We won't go quietly.
at the
Legion
NCR
can
Embassy,
count on that.
where the Legion can count on that apparently. Well, we should be going down further north into the strip, see what we can do to get the kings on our side, or at least to know what they're all about. Plus, we have to kill Pacer. Remember that dipshit that treated us like a lapdog at the Silver Rush? Yeah, that guy.
Hello.
Hello. Home sweet home. Military police all over the place. With revolting cocktails. We should also, at some point, check out the act we prepared. I mean, there's the Rat Pack and Billy Knight, the Lonesome Rum Drifter, Adrian the Ghoul of Guffaws, and Slinking Sensation Bruce Isaac. Oh, there's even time, so 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Oh no, so 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 and 10. So first Adrian, then Billy. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll have to check that out at some point, when we're in need of distractions. Right now, we have plenty to do. Gamora is calling to us. Gamora is calling to us. We'll have to check that out at some point as well. But first things first, business before pleasure. The Mojave needs us. Look at this hellscape. Burning fires, derelict, half-destroyed buildings, homeless, thieves lurking in the shadows around any corner. Interesting. Nobody tried to kill us this time. But there's proof of the contrary all over the place. Where's Veronica? Had some business to attend up there, apparently. Well, they'll catch up. Let's see what the king has to say.
There's no escape now.
Where the...
That hurt me just watching it.
Yeah, it didn't end too well for them, did it? Well, the house sheriff's hat and what? Spiked knuckles. Better equipped than most. Did we not bring any ammo? Really? We have no ammo of any kind. Oh boy, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, that's no good. We'll have to go home and restock, damn it. I thought we brought ammo. Well, let's make a quick trip home.
Move along.
Don't mind if I do. There's the creepy Victor. shadowing us all the time. We do have him to thank for not dying and all, but still creepy. We'll need 45, we'll need 307, and... oh, lights off. So we'll need, yeah, 45, 308, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so 45. And 308, 307. I was turning out 12.7. Okay, let's take all the hollow point and armor piercing. Some of that should be enough. Alright. Oh, crap, I didn't mean... damn it. Who was left behind? Yeah, I think it was Eddie. Casino floor.
Good to see you.
Is there someone stuck somewhere? Stay here.
Okay.
Stay here.
Oh.
You stay here. You also stay here.
Should have brought.
There's Cass. Aha.
I've got your back.
Come with me, Boone. I thought so.
Right.
Oh,
Let's go. Onward and upward and northward to the School of Impersonation.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
You're very welcome. It's likely that we will soon own it. Everyone coming along? Somebody has business up there. Never mind. We'll go to talk to the king.
Did you hear someone managed to fight their way through the chairman and flee the strip after being caught? Wonder
Yeah.
if they're hiding out in Freeside.
Yeah, right in front of your eyes, maybe.
Some nut attempted to kill the head of one of Mr. House's families recently. Whoever did it is either crazy or has balls the size of Freeside.
You'd be surprised at the size of my balls. Oh, wait, I don't have any. Well, Beretta doesn't. Ah, so this is the king's hideout. Sunny. Booze lying around. Open bar. Oh, my, who is this then?
Personal space meaning anything to you, lady?
Shove off! I'm talking to this guy.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Let's mess with him a bit. Who's the king?
Who's the king? You believe this, asshole man? In Freeside, the kings rule. And the king rules the kings, got it?
I got it that the king rules the kings, and the kings that rule Freeside, the king. Look at this guy, man. Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
Well, I'm new in town. I just wanted to pay my respects.
You know what? I like you.
Really?
Half the people
I hate
around
you.
here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Good to know. I'll talk to you later. Oh.
What's
Man,
the rush, baby?
I thought those tin
Stay a
cans of Mr.
while.
Houses were tough before. Have you seen the shit they can do now?
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, nice doggy. Hello to you too. What's that guy doing? Looks
Hey man, what are you up to?
like a sex worker mime school? Not sure. You must be the king.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
Do you always charge people to come to talk to you? I had a little chat with Pacer outside.
Charge? Pays must be at it again. What did he take you for?
Nothing, I just talked my way right past him.
Pace must be losing his touch. Either that or you're a smooth one. So, what can I do for you?
Well, I just have a bit of an errand to run on Ambassador Crocker's behalf. He has reports of violence against citizens by the kings.
So, I'm supposed to just start giving in to the demands of random strangers that come in here, huh? I don't think so. You want something from me, you're gonna have to earn it. And it just so happens that I got a few things I need taken care of. So, what do you say?
Talk. I'll mosey on down.
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Sure, yes. Couple.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is.
Aha.
Recently, my man told me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money.
Ah,
He's making
yes.
a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Interesting. I have had my eye on those fellas, and that Oris does seem shifty. Why are you so interested in this?
You may have noticed that some of those guards out there are kings too.
Yeah.
I'm just looking out for my men. I'm not trying to get some kind of unfair advantage. I just want a level
Oh,
playing
no.
field for my boys. So, what do you say?
And why can't they look into this? I mean, they are out there right next to this Oris fella all day long.
I've tried, but he can smell a king a mile away. Probably knows all our faces by now. He's not a stupid man, I'll give him that. What I need is someone he won't recognize, which makes you perfect. So are you gonna take the job or what?
Sure, though I've walked by so many times you might know us as well. Well, me and my rather well-equipped and fearless group of fighters, but sure. I'll take on the mission.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Thank you very much. Well, woof woof to you too. I'll see you soon, boy. Let's hang on tight.
I'll sit tight.
Do that. I'll have to go out for a quick errand.
Should have brought something to read.
Hey,
Best not to have anyone with me. Not raise suspicions as to why someone so well backed up might need
Okay, boss.
a bodyguard, so stay here, guys.
oh, I'll be here. Just
I won't be long. The Kings. Open enrollment. If I do say so myself.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Yeah.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. Ooh.
That's a nimble little fella.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Ah, the kid was chasing it. Ugh.
Thanks, lady.
Not right. You can cook it before that. Damn it. Nasty kids.
Things look to be building up on either side of the dam. This doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good at all. I'm gonna drink, I think I will. Damn Freesiders. Let's see, which one of these guys is... I think it's a spiky one, right? The other one's a king. Yeah. Yeah, spot him a mile away. Hi there, fella.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
Oh, thank you, sir. I do need your services. How much? And why would I need a bodyguard?
Just look around. People here are as likely to stab you as say hello. That is if I weren't by your side.
Oh, I'm so weak and puny.
200 caps will get you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Sure. I'll hire then.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front.
Right.
In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours.
Perfect.
You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Don't worry about me, I'm fit.
Hey,
Oh.
you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right?
Yeah.
The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
I just met him. Well, he's been helping me along a
To your
bit.
left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever needed their services. Up
Yeah.
ahead on the next block
You're a
is
real
where
tough
the
guy.
We're
gangs
not
hang
even
out.
allowed to
Don't
sell,
let them
people.
scare you.
Only at
If they
Mick
don't
and
outnumber you,
Ralph's.
The kings scare me. No. I'm getting in close with him.
down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen
Yeah.
Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
Well, I've stocked quite a few new attractions in there, so you're welcome if you have a good time.
Hey, slow down. I don't like to look at some of those men ahead.
What?
Let's take a different way around.
Oh, those guys are new. curious.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh?
What? There's 4 guys.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Really? Then how come you only fired 3 shots? And I see 4 guys lying down there. And why did you run ahead like that?
Oh, notice that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing, okay? I took 2 of them down with 1 shot. It went through some soft tissue and hit the man behind him.
Right, right. And why did you run ahead like that?
Call it a hunch. You do this job long enough and you learn to trust your instincts.
Yeah, sure. They're just pretending, these idiots. These morons. Can I take their weapons? Not even. Damn it. I see the racket. What a loser. See these bodies lying around here? That's me.
Well,
my
here
work.
we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire.
Yeah, not you. I can take care of myself. Sneaky little bastard. Guess we missed those 4. We've been clearing thugs out of the streets for a few weeks now, but not hard enough, it seems. A lot of scrubbing still to do. Out on the tough streets of Freeside.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Will do. Once we're flush with cash, I'll stop on by. And will he go to the spot again? Just see what he's doing. Yeah, going right back to hustle. Okay, well, I think we've got the act pretty closed down
We've got
now.
stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
We have a good grasp on what the hell is going on. So let's report back to the king and let him know that, well, this guy needs to be taught a lesson. Oh, there goes. Oh, the king's no longer. Well, must have retired up to his room or something.
Right behind you, Bob.
Come on, guys.
Aw, just when the standing around was getting exciting.
Yeah? Is it interesting watching these guys do,
I've got you.
pretend, mime sex up on stage? Look at this. He's holding, 2 guys there. And fingering the 3rd one. Yeah. Is this what these guys do all day? Bit of a maze in here. Oh, just rooms. There's booze and bottles discarded everywhere. These guys live in a pigsty. Huh, looks like a hair salon. They do have well-kept, well, slightly greasy hair, but...
Evening.
Evening.
You want your hair done too? No, no, no. The kings are many, and their hair must be perfect.
No thanks. But you do look fabulous. not even a first aid kit around here. Man, these guys don't leave anything out in the open to be taken. If they do have anything to be taken, that is.
Sounds like the NCR and the Legion are both gearing up.
Beer pong!
We've been seeing a lot more soldiers around.
Well, seeing from what they drink, whiskey pong more likely, but... nothing to be taken, okay. Let's go up then. What do we have up here? More living quarters. Ah, golf practice. They know how to have fun, at least. Wine with a mattress on the table. I wonder why. Maybe they need an audience while doing it? A chessboard? These guys don't seem like the kind of to play chess, but okay. But okay. Well, let's check things out. In here, maybe? They do have a lot of stuff, but that would be stealing. We're not up for stealing anything. So let's not do that. Let's move up. If at all possible, to find the king. Where the hell is he? We've been around here all over the place. There's still nothing that we can point our fingers to as to where he might be. Oh, there's this guy. Ah, hello there.
It's good to see you. I've got my eye on you. You cross the kings, you'll regret it.
Well, you cross me, you'll regret it, punk.
What's up?
School place. Oh, nice. Oh my. I see what you're up to. Let's
I want to go to the strip. We never get to go to Gomorrah anymore.
Well, that's not easy. I don't think you'll make it there. Hi there, boy. King.
What do you have for me?
Well, it just so happens that Horus is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays it up hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
Violence. I'll head on over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Well, I like helping the followers. They seem like a pretty good bunch, so... And, I'd like to see you again pretty soon, so I'm going right on there. Nice setup he's got here. Now I'm jealous. Not this way, up the other way, if I do remember correctly. There. Yeah, and then out here? Yes. Okay, let's go up to the Mormon fort. A bit further north. See what these fellas... Hello. See what these fellas are talking about.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Will do. Will
Come to
do.
Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Let's see if Julie has something to tell us, or if we can find these guys for ourselves.
Hey.
Ah, they replaced Beatrix with someone else. What did they say they looked like? Maybe you fellas? Evening.
I ain't got no reason to talk to you. Scram.
Okay.
Hey.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
Hey, the king asked me to look into an attack that went down recently.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn.
Wise
and ended
investment.
up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Okay, so two fellas. Remember anything particular about them?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
Okay.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
Oh.
Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
Yeah. Open up, Wayne.
That true? Did the king really send you?
Yeah, the king. He did. Anything you could tell me about what happened?
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Better dressed. Huh. Well, every bit helps. Are you hiding anything from me?
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait! I just remembered something. He had a name. One of them said, hey, Lou, we gotta go. At least, I think he said Lou.
Lou.
Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something, with a T. Lieutenant!
Lou T?
That's what he called him. Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne.
Yeah.
The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
What an idiot. So... NCR, probably. Hope you, get better. Yeah. Doesn't look to, doesn't look up to a conversation. Let's, see. A lieutenant. Up, down by squatters. Out from the Wrangler. So they went from the Wrangler, they tried to come here, but took a wrong turn the opposite way.
Evening.
Ah.
Hey.
I think I know where they went. So if they went the other way, they went down the alleyway. The other side of, oh yeah, there's a door leading back to the Cerulean Robotics side of town. That was pretty desolate. Wonder if they got attacked. Yeah, by this alley. They came out that door, maybe. There's a fire there. There's also a fire up there. Huh. Nobody out here, though. Let's report back to the king. Maybe he knows something. Maybe they went down. No, that's closed off. And yeah, I'm not sure where they could have gone except one of these alleys. Good evening.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper.
Promise you'll be there, and I'm in. Okay, let's talk to the king. Oh, not this way, the other way. Ooh. How many of these girls does he have lying around?
There's talk of someone going into the Lucky 38 to talk to Mr. House.
Yeah, that's me.
That's bullshit. Everyone knows Mr. House doesn't talk to anyone.
What are you doing, King? Come on, she's waiting for you.
I'll see you later.
Hi there, boy.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
Well, I have found something else. It was soldiers, a lieutenant, at least. One of the men was identified by their rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Yeah, she's so unreasonable in her reasonable solutions to problems. This king has an attitude problem.
There's talk of someone going into the Lucky 38 to talk to Mr. House.
Yep.
That's bullshit. Everyone knows Mr. House doesn't talk to anyone.
Well, I've had pretty interesting conversations with the guy.
Did you hear someone managing to fight the...
So, yeah, let's have a chat with Julie first. She's usually the one to have the lay of the land around Freeside. Talks to a lot
Come
of
to
people.
Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Yeah, New Vegas is starting to feel like home. We know the back alleys like the back of our hand. Hey, never noticed I was wearing gloves. Interesting. Oh, Julie. I hope you're dressed. Ah, damn it, she is. Hi, Julie.
Welcome.
Hello. Say, would you happen to know anything about a lieutenant crossing paths with people around Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here.
Ah.
What about it?
NCR soldiers. Can you tell me anything else about them?
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Not really. Unless you have something else to tell me about Freeside.
What did you want to know?
About the Fangraphs?
Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them.
Yeah.
Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing.
I've gathered. Well, thank you for the insights.
What did you want to know?
How can you sleep in those clothes? I'll get you some sleepwear at some point. Say, do you know anything about this, in fact? You used to live around here.
It could be better. If we can find a way to work toward the independence of New Vegas, that would be ideal.
Yes, that's
But
the
really,
general situation,
as long
but...
as you don't help out the Legion, anything's better than that.
Agreed. Okay, nothing to say.
See you around.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll never get used to the sight of ghouls.
Hello, Ms. Weathers.
I can't ever thank you enough for saving me and mine. We're free now.
No bother, no bother. Does anyone else have any idea?
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot.
Oh, Eddie. I see. What would you do with it exactly?
First, I'm gonna pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems.
Weapons?
Shouldn't be more than a few days' work.
No. And why wouldn't you want the Brotherhood to have it?
The Brotherhood is all about keeping technology to themselves and using what they find to protect themselves. They are isolationist and belligerent. I have no doubt that they plan to use the data for weapons research.
Yeah, but if I can get them on our side and no longer so isolationist, well, I think Veronica would make a fine elder at some point. No. Goodbye, April. Thank you for the information. Well, she has nothing to say about anything with the Kings in the NCR. We're not handing... yeah.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Eddie doesn't need better weapons. He needs something else. Better defenses, to be faster, to... I don't know, something. Not weapons. He's more of our
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping.
friendly companion. Flying
We've got
bubble
stuff we're not
pit.
even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Yeah. Okay,
We've got
Julie.
stuff we're not even allowed to sell,
Maybe
people.
there's people-
Only at Mick and Ralph's.
And some of these nooks and crannies around here. We should talk to... I remember there's the druggie on that side. Yeah. There's a druggie somewhere. Yeah. I remember that fella. He should keep his eyes open most of the time. Let's see when he's got Okay, this guy doesn't have anything to say. What about,
How's it going?
Fine. Bill, oh no, we already took care of this guy. I forgot. Okay, so no drunks on this side. I don't think. Did they point us to somewhere specific around here? Yeah. So is there someone up here? that we haven't seen? Oh, maybe in the second story. Can we get up there? Or behind the building? Oh. Oh, there's people out here. Do you know anything?
Hello. Don't think I've seen your face before. Are you a citizen of the NCR?
Sure. Just recently got here, in fact.
You don't look like you're from around here, so I guess I can believe that. Just head to the northwest part of town, by the old train station. We start handing out supplies at 6 every night. There'll be some guards by the door.
Oh.
But just remember that the password is hope, and they'll let you by right quick.
Aha! Well, I am wearing NCR uniform and I'm with Boone, so that the trick. We do look like a ranger. Okay, we can work with this. Let's see. No, that was the back alley. They tried to attack us. Those idiot thugs. Okay, so the backside, would that be by Cerulean Robotics or something? There was nobody there. I wonder. Maybe they're only open certain times? To be more discreet. Look at this guy.
Hi. Hi.
Full belly, just prancing around.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only
Yeah. Have a drink. I think we're thirsty. Yeah. And maybe a few fruit. Well, that's King territory, the water pump. There's nobody out by the tower there. I don't see anyone in this building. It's all boarded up. By the robotics center? Yeah, it's all boarded up. Oh. Oh, I see. Well. Hello?
Hold up. What's the password?
The password? Ah, well, it's hope.
Go ahead.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
A bunch of food and meager food supplies they're handing out, apparently. Well, it's healthy. Vegetables and fruit.
I've heard that elite units are on the way to support our armies here.
Maybe. Good evening.
Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Ah, thank you very much. Are you with the NCR military?
Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from.
I see. Thanks for the food.
You're quite welcome. If you meet anyone who needs food or water in the area, please tell them about this place.
I was wondering, say...
Yes. Was there something else you needed?
Yes, do you serve locals as well? Because you're checking if people are from the NCR at the entrance.
No, I'm afraid we don't. Did you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Well, yes, but I was afraid he wouldn't get served.
You're right. But... Here. Take another helping for your friend. It'll be our secret.
Well, she seems reasonable and generous enough.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Things are getting
What do
stranger
those
every
idiot
day.
drunks do? Yeah, they do have guards at the door, but they don't seem to be stirring up any trouble. In fact, quite the opposite. Seem trying to help people in need. And if the Major is friends with Julie Farkas, I mean, how bad could she be? Let's go see the king and sort this mess out. But that is going to be next time. Till then.